start?
One second.
Yes. Is there a way that I will be able to share the screen? Is there a way?
Yeah. So what I'll do is once I introduce you and I'll hand it over to you, then I'll be giving that access to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Tahzib is Shifa or
Yes, this is Shifa here because my phone was not working proper. So
Acha,
finally I
acha.
had to switch my phone. So
Okay.
yeah.
So from your phone, will you be able to share the video?
You're asking me? I won't be
Yeah.
able to do that. No. I won't be able to do that.
Anyway, no worries. I'll just go live and then start
Okay.
my yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can start, Pravina, now.
It's not a live, no. Swapna?
The recording is on.
No, record is on. That's fine. Recording is on.
Hmm.
Facebook Live.
No, it's automatically, it will be live. Every time we don't need to do it, it's automated.
No. Is it happening if you're checking Facebook? Video sources recorded. Shifa, can you just confirm whether it's live?
I can't see anything on the page happening on Facebook. Nothing.
No, I think first the program should start, then it will start live, Shifa.
No. That is anyway. I've streamed it live, but it has to. We have to figure it out.
Pravina, you start up there.
No, I'm still unable to see go live. Actually, so is it happening now? No, right? Shifa, you can just check in FB and just give.
It's okay, we'll start off. We can later update it. You can start off, Pravina. It's already 10 minutes. It's better to start.
Yeah, warm welcome and happy Friendship Day to all Belur Products family and to our speaker for today, Mr. Nadeem Premani, to another magical session organized by Belur Products. And he enlightens us on the topic the ultimate life mastery workshop, and the identify matrix involves identifying your beliefs about the following: what you have always been and will always be, and the second is what you could become and what you never have been and never will be. And namaste. I'm Pravina Tota. I'm founder of Women and Vision for Entrepreneurship. I'm delighted to host today's session for my women and the very best friend who is part of Women and Vision communities, Ms. Swapna Shankar, Garu, and she's founder director Belur Products. And before we deep dive into the topic, let me get into more about the Belur Products. So, Belur Products' signature incense stick collection, Sharadha Flora, is the culmination of a 40-year legacy of perfecting the Indian traditional art of incense making and being an all-time customer favorite for its long-lasting and enticing fragrance, and it mesmerizes everybody by offering the goodness of nature's best produce. And Sharadha Flora is eco-friendly, made from 100% natural and pure ingredients like sandalwood, spices, rose petal powder, essential oils, etc. And the smoke emitted is non-toxic and pollution-free, making it safe for use by everyone. Each stick is meticulously handcrafted with precision, reflecting the dedication to uphold the company's core values of integrity to protect and strengthen the bond with Indian customs as well as express gratitude towards Mother's Nature and join the Belur family and experience the rich, warm, and soothing aroma of authentic Indian incense today. And before Mr. Nadeem takes us through the topic, let me introduce Mr. Nadeem, who is a life coach, NLP practitioner, and studied NLP from Ramboma University. And he worked on many projects in Dubai and UAE, and he conducts one-to-one sessions with many corporates and individuals. A warm welcome to Mr. Nadeem.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll give the
Right.
sharing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you are presenter now. Nadeem, are you able to share?
Okay. Uh, no, it's not allowing me to share. Uh, n- no worries. I'll just start. That's absolutely okay. So today's topic, the ultimate life mastery. So when we say life mastery, the word mastery itself, uh, what does it shows in our mind? What does it tells us? Mastery. The word mastery itself. When we think about mastery, it's able to excel in life. It's able to uh, achieve what we want to achieve in our lives. So the mastery in life means has different meanings for everyone. If we talk about success in monetary life, the best example would be Jeff Bezos or whoever is successful today, having lots of money. But success can not only just be defined through money. If we scale success in terms of money, a very huge personality is uh, Mother Teresa, who, if we try to scale her success when it comes to monetary, she will be a failure. But for her, success was making a change and bringing that difference in life of poor people and in the society. So it's not necessary always to scale or measure the success in terms of monetary. So what you truly want, what truly makes you happy, what truly you want to master in life, whether it's happiness, whether it's peace, whether it's success in your career, or whatever it is. How do you acquire that mastery in your life? What is the ultimate way to be successful in any area of your life that you choose? Whether it will be your social life, whether it will be your career, whether it's your personal life, whether it's your relationship. How do you get that mastery? How do you get the level of mastery that you always wanted? So there are a lot of ways that you can be successful. There are n number of ways that is available on YouTube through different success coaches. There are different kinds of books that talks about success. So what really is success? The success has no single definition. It matters what matters to you. What is your definition of success? What is that you want to achieve in your life? Everyone today is looking for success in life, but they don't know the path, they don't know how to go about it, or they don't know what to do, or they don't have the clarity on how to achieve that success, that mastery in life. So before I go ahead, I'd like to tell a little bit about myself, how I came, you know, to this path, or how did I became a life coach? Why did I choose to become a life coach and help people with mastering their life in whatever area they choose? So I was born in 1986, and when I was 6 months old, I was diagnosed with epilepsy. I used to get fits. Then later part of the life, I was diagnosed with learning disability. I was not able to learn and study as the regular kids. So I was struggling to mug up the subjects or to understand the subjects. I was struggling with my career. But later, when I noticed there was something else in life apart from just the competition that was going on in school or whether at work, there were things that I can control apart from the things that were visible and that we assume. So the part that we can control, the part that I was able to control, is how I looked towards the world and how I looked at the situation. That helped me to get the clarity and get control on my life. So I decided that I want to be a better person. I want to learn. I started reading at my own pace. I started learning at my own pace, and I was able to excel, not just in my school but also in my career as well. I was able to get promotion in spite of not being extraordinary degree holder or extraordinary education level, but still I was able to get promotion. I was able to excel in my job. So what was it? It wasn't just education, it wasn't just good degree, but it was something else that was helping me to be successful, and that was having clarity on where I want to go and what I want in my life. The more clarity that I got in my life, the more I was able to achieve. And we do practice that clarity in our day to day life on what we want to eat, or where we want to go, where we want to work, or what we want to do today. So, the more clarity we have, the more we are able to execute things. The same is the life mastery. The more clarity that we get, what we want to achieve in life, where we want to be in our life, what will give us happiness, and the more clear we are about these questions, the more we will be able to achieve that. It can be as simple as, like, you want to make a tea or coffee in the kitchen. The more clarity you have the way you want it, the more you will be able to make it the way you want. It's as simple as that. The same is in life. So the more clarity I got in my life, the more I was able to achieve. And finally, I thought this thing is worth sharing. There are a lot of people who are struggling today to get that mastery or to get ahead in life. They give away their power, stating that, the situation is difficult. There is nothing that I can do, which is absolutely not true. There is a lot that you can do, and there is a lot that you can, come up with. So this is my story, and this is the reason I chose to be life coach, and I help people to achieve that success that they are looking for and to get out of the situation and improve the situation. So that was about me, and my mission is to help as many people as I can to achieve their true potential in life, and not just stopping themselves looking at the situation, like the situation that we are in today in pandemic. What is the situation? Rather than sitting back, if we can do whatever is in our control, we will be able to bring about change, and in our life and in the life of others. So there are four things that I want to talk about today in order to achieve that mastery. what things will help us to achieve that mastery. Now, there are four pillars that I have come up with. The very first pillar is the environment. Environment is all the same for all of us, yet one is successful and other is failure. So what is the difference? So environment plays a very important role. It plays an important role with giving us the experience, the exposure, and the knowledge. How we learn from our environment, how we respond to our environment makes a lot of difference. It can be as simple as walking across the street. If I look at a dog, a street dog, how do I respond to it? And how do the next person walking to me respond to it? I can look at it as a threat, or I can look at it as a hungry dog, a hungry, poor life who is looking for food. And at the same time, the other person can think about it in a completely different way. So it completely depends on how we look at our environment, what we learn from it, and what we do about it. The next I want to talk about is our emotional state. Our emotional state plays a very important role in no matter where we are, what situation we are in. Our emotional state will, like, influence our behavior, and our behavior will influence our actions, and our actions will influence at the end the path or the results that we produce, and the results that we produce will ultimately decide our destiny. If we want to go towards a good or a great destiny, we have to produce great results, and to produce great results we have to show great actions, great behavior, and great abilities. And to do that, we have to be in a great and excellent state of mind. Now, let me give you an example over here. Think of an artist or a sports person, any favorite sport person or a politician or an artist that you can think of, your ideal basically. That particular idol does not performs all the time at his 100%. Does that means that he doesn't has that experience or that skill or that the abilities? He or she does has that abilities, experience, and everything, but still at times they are not able to perform at their best, or they are not at their best all the time. And the reason is the state of mind they are in. It can be due to various reasons that the state of mind is not right. But if we are able to control that state of mind, if we are able to understand how to bring about that state of mind whenever we want, we can achieve extraordinary results and extraordinary destiny. So that is the second thing I want to talk about today, that is emotional state. The third thing I want to talk about is identity. The identity that we live in our day-to-day life is very important. When we think about identity, we think about who I am or who we are. The identity is not just one that we live in our day to day life. We live different identities. Uh, we live identity of a brother, of a son, of a husband, of an employee, of an of a mother, of a sister. We live an identity of a change maker, a sports person, or whatever our career is. We live different identities. And in that particular state, when we are at work, we either live an identity of a boss, of an employee, or of an executive. So, what identity we live, if we are aware of that identity and act as per that identity, it will help us to take the right action and make the right decision. So, have clarity of the identity. For example, if I want to be a good brother or a good son, an identity of a good son, what does a good son do? Takes care of her mother, of of her father, and take care of the siblings. So I will be able to identify what is the good behavior of a brother, of a son, and I will be able to enact it. So from that identity I will be able to execute. If I'm at work, I'm a boss. What is a good boss or a leader like? If I'm able to identify and see what a good boss acts like or what a good leader acts like, I will be able to put it into action. I can be more understanding. I can be more a team player with my team as a boss. If I'm an executive, what are the roles and responsibilities and how the good executive behaves? The more clarity I get on my roles and responsibilities, the more I will be able to execute it in a better way, and I will be able to excel in my work and in my career. So the next thing after the identity is the purpose. What is our purpose in life? I guess the purpose is very overrated word. Like people are always confused and don't have the answer. What is my purpose in life? What should I do in life? It seems to be a very good big word. Like what is my purpose? What is the reason behind my existence? Is there something like purpose, or it's just in books and only for the successful people? Purpose is for everyone. The purpose is something that you can identify with, and something can be as simple as making your loved ones happy. It doesn't has to be great, it doesn't has to be exaggerated. It can be as simple as taking care of the most important person in your life. It can be your loved one, it can be your mother, it can be your wife, it can be your children. Giving the best life to your children can be your purpose, and doing everything to give the best life to your children, you can make that your purpose. To bring about change in the life of one person can be your purpose. It doesn't has to be great and towards nation. As far as it's beyond your personality, that is beyond yourself, you're doing it for someone else, that can be defined as your purpose. And in that journey, if you are able to identify a bigger purpose or a larger purpose, that's absolutely great. But we don't have to sit and think for a longer period of time to think and realize, what is my purpose? What should I do with my life? You can just pick one person or persons that you care about in life and do that for them. And that can be your purpose in your life, to bring about difference in that other person or more than one person. That's your choice, but it doesn't has to be as big as we read in the books. It can be very, very simple. So these are the four things that I want to talk about today: environment, emotional state, identity, and purpose. So let's take a common environment, uh, the environment that everybody can relate to. It can be a work environment or environment at home. So let's take work environment. When we pick up work environment, what is the best emotional state that we want to be in when we are at work? We want to be creative, we want to be quick in decision making, we want to be fast in our execution and excellent in our work. So what is the emotional state that I want to be in? Energetic, I want to be focused, and all those things. But how do I achieve that? How is the emotional state really created? How is the emotional state created? Now, I cannot change the environment that I'm already in. I cannot change the way, the other person think. But what I can do is what is in my control. So there are different ways that we can create that, state of mind that we want to be in. The very first thing is getting the clarity on what state of mind I want to be in. Like if I want to be focused, what would be my posture when I want to be focused? Would I sit straight? Would I bend a little towards my computer, or how I would sit when I'm completely focused? What will be my facial expression when I'm focused? What will be I'll be saying to myself when I'm focused? And what will be my breathing like? breathing is a very, very important part of our life. When we are angry, we have a different kind of breathing. When we are sad, we have different kind of breathing. When we are feeling sick, we have different kind of breathing. So focus on the breathing that you have. The more focused you are on the breathing, the way you will breathe when you are focused, you will be able to achieve that state. So these are the four things that you can create your state: your posture, your breathing, the inner voice, that what you say to yourself, and the facial expression. By these four things, you will be able to create that state of mind that you want to be in, and then keep the identity in your mind that you want to be in, and the way you want to behave. And then later, the purpose of that identity. What is that purpose of that identity? If you are playing a role of a leader, what is the purpose of the leader? To lead your team, or to, if you are an executive, to execute the work that has been given to you, and to execute in the best of your ability, right? Just so sorry. So, and after talking about the environment, the emotional state, the identity, and purpose, now let me tell you a story of a CEO who, with the help of the intention and with the help of the identity and purpose and the emotional state, was able to achieve what he wanted to achieve. Now, though he's a CEO, he is also a husband or a father. So, what used to happen is, after a tiring day of work, going back home, he always used to yell at his wife and at his kids. He was never in a good state of mind because of the work pressure, because of the extended hours, because of all the responsibilities that he had as a CEO. He used to bring his work back home, and it was a challenging day and night for him, not just day, but night as well. Because for a CEO, he never stops working. Till the time he goes to bed, he is always thinking about the work. And it was very difficult for him to manage the work and the personal life. But uh, he knew in his heart that it was important to give time to his kids, to his wife. So he identified with the identity of a good husband. What is a good husband like? He was able to realize that and identify that a good husband is caring, is understanding, is patient, is the one who gives time. So he was able to prioritize that identity while he went home. He did not created a big change, but what he did was he started giving little bit time before he entered his house, before he even got down from the car. When he reached home, he relaxed, focused on his breathing, created that identity of a good husband. He asked himself, what would a good husband do while he enters the home? How would a good husband behave while he enters the home? And by asking those questions and identifying that identity of a good husband, he was able to gradually bring about the change in the environment of his house, how he treated his wife and his children as well, on how to become, on identifying what does a good father do. The same way we can identify our identity of a good son, of a good daughter, of a good sister, of a good brother, or whatever identity that we are living, of a good citizen as well. How does a good citizen behave? So, doing whatever is in our control, how we respond to the situation, how we look at the situation, creates a lot of difference how we approach the situation. Now, all this cannot happen overnight. It takes time, it takes practice. But the first step is realizing that you have the power to bring about that change in your life and to identify what you want in life. You can break down the things in smaller steps, and take one step at a time, as good as you can. It doesn't has to be perfect, but as far as you are making progress, that's absolutely great. One of the great minds said, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, then crawl. If you cannot crawl, then drag yourself. If you cannot drag yourself, then shout, but do something. You have to take smaller steps rather than just sitting in that situation. So look at your environment, look at your, emotional state that you are in, or the ideal emotional state that you want to be in that environment, whether you are with your family, you are with your colleagues, or whether you are traveling. No matter what the environment is, your emotional state of mind plays a great role, and that helps you to identify with the identity and the purpose in your life. And the next part is the core of everything. That is, I've been talking about is your core is you. How do you look at yourself? How do you perceive your identity? There is a core identity that we always live. Like the identity, either we live an identity of a victim, either we live an identity of a change maker. If I'm living an identity of a, a victim, I will always be complaining. I will always be blaming others. I'll be blaming environment. I'll be blaming government. I'll be blaming my families. I'll be blaming my friends or my seniors at work or my colleagues. That's playing an identity of a victim. But if I change that identity from being a victim to a change maker to a creator, I'll start creating a new identity. I'll start creating a new environment, new opportunities, and new abilities, right? So, identifying, looking deep within us, within ourselves, what identity we are living on in our day to day life. Am I always complaining? Or am I, doing whatever best I can in a particular situation? Whether it's work, am I a team player? Am I a leader? Am I bringing the best to work? So, realizing what identity that you live on day-to-day life creates a lot of difference. Now here, I want to do an activity with you. I guess you are all with me and able to connect with me.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yes, great, great. So I would like to do an activity wherein we will be creating our future. Based on the environment, we will create an environment, we will create an ideal identity, we will create that state of mind, and also we will try to create a purpose if we can. But there is no pressure, it doesn't has to happen in one go. But as far as you can, get the idea on how to create that thing and how to, integrate that thing in your life, that would be uh, great. So I want you all to sit straight and yet very comfortable. Keep your spine straight, and at the same time you have to be very comfortable, right? And now close your eyes and imagine you are sitting in a theater. You are the only person in that theater. In front of you is a wide screen. It's a very comfortable seat. Look at yourself sitting in that seat very comfortably and looking at the screen. The screen is completely blank. Now you have the power to create a beautiful future. Suddenly, there is a bright white light on the screen, and you can see a future you of yourself in that screen. See an ideal you, what you will be wearing if you are successful. What are the kind of clothes that you will be wearing? What will be your hairstyle like? Look at the hairstyle that you will be having when you are successful. What will be your facial expression when you are successful, you are happy? What will be your facial expression? Look at that facial expression. Once again, look at the clothes that you will be wearing. What will be the color of the cloth? What will be the material? How would your posture be like when you are successful? You are standing proud, you are standing happy. How would be your posture? What kind of shoes or sandals you will be wearing? Look at that. Once again, look at the hairstyle, the facial expression, the clothes that you will be wearing, the material of the cloth, the color, the shoes you will be wearing. Look at the complete image. Create the beautiful image, as bright and as colorful as it can be. Now, after looking at yourself, the future self, look at the surroundings. Where is he or she standing when he's successful? Is he at a corporate office? Is he with the loved ones or the environment around it? Look at the detail of the environment. Are there walls? Is there a garden? Whatever best environment that you can create. Create every detail of that environment. How is the temperature? How is the light of that environment? You are surrounded by your loved ones. You are very successful. And as you are very successful, there is something that your loved ones are saying to you. Imagine that loved one telling you that I'm so proud of you. You have achieved it. You are successful. Listen to that word. Listen to that loved one saying to you how proud they are for you and how happy they are for you. Once again, look at the future you, the facial expression, how happy he or she is. Now, this is something that we are creating in the future. And now that future you is looking at you directly, you sitting in the chair in theater, and that future you is looking at you. And it's telling you that this future is yours. It is possible. Now make that picture more real, more 3D kind of image. Now stand up from your chair in the theater and walk towards that screen. You're walking towards that screen, and the image on the screen is smiling and welcoming you. You're walking towards the screen, and the screen is now 3D. It is something that you can walk into. And as soon as you walk into the screen, you are replaced by the future image. Now it's you who is wearing that beautiful clothes. It's you who have that facial expression. It's you who has that feeling of success within you. Look at your breathing. Look at your smile, the facial expression that you have. Integrate that feeling in yourself. How do you feel?
It's just wow.
Yes. Now, slowly open your eyes. Slowly come into the present and open your eyes. Now, the purpose of this activity was to allow you to feel how it would be to be successful. How beneficial will it be to be successful? How would it be to be in that environment of success? Because our brain, our mind always needs a reason to do something. If the brain doesn't find it beneficial, if it doesn't has that emotional connect with what you want to do, it will not be self motivated, or it won't help you to achieve what you want to achieve in life. So your purpose can be as simple as to achieve that success. By achieving that success, you will be able to make difference in other person's life and in your loved ones, right? So what we can do in a day-to-day life that can start your journey towards that success? What is that one simple thing? When I was studying NLP, or when I was studying personal development, or like, bringing about change in our lives, the most challenging thing in my life was to implement those things. Like, when you are sad, when you are in a bitter situation, or in a situation that seems to be very difficult, it's not easy to implement the techniques and the things that are being, like, taught to us during the different sessions or different courses of development. So what can be done to bring about change, or what can be done to, like, start implementing and start walking towards that change that can ultimately lead us to mastery? I would say, do the smallest possible step that you can. As I stated, you can change the state of mind. Now, when you are sad and something, like, an environment is as such that you don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel like changing your posture, or you don't feel like changing your breathing, or like, creating that change. It's too much. You are overwhelmed with the current situation that you are in, and you don't feel like doing that. There are different things that you can do. There are simple things as good as changing the pattern. When you notice there is a pattern that's going in your mind, there are negative thoughts, there are negative things that people or either you are saying to yourself, just change the pattern that you are in. Change the environment. You can listen to a good song. You can think about a better memory, or change, like, what you are doing. Just if you're sitting, or like you are in, like, a bad position, just change the, like, your posture, or just change what you are doing. It's like breaking a pattern. If a kid is crying, what do? We try to distract that kid from that particular situation or what has happened. If a kid falls down, if you immediately change his, like, attention from what has happened to something else, he will forget about crying and he will pay the attention to something else. So is our mind. If we are sad or we are doing something else, just try to change something or the other. Try to change a conversation as well. If you are having a conversation with someone, and if you feel that conversation can lead to a very difficult or unwanted result, then just change the pattern or change the conversation. So that is another thing that you can do. Whatever is under your control, change the pattern. The next thing that you can do is the way you look at the situation. For example, someone said something to you at work or at home, and you are not happy about it. The way you look at the situation, if you change that, you will, like, you won't have the same feeling that you have towards that situation. So for example, if a father or a mother tries to, like, shout at their kids, what is the intention behind that shouting or that scolding or trying to install that discipline in the kid? What is the intention? To make sure that the kid is disciplined and that, he has a good future. The core intention of a father of mother is to have a good future for their kids. And to achieve that intention, they use an approach. Maybe the approach is not right, maybe the approach is wrong, but the intention, if the child or the son understands the intention of a father or a mother, or anyone who has said something, if you understand the intention, then you will have a complete new outlook towards that situation. No matter what the situation is, if you change the way you look at it, you will have a different behavior and an approach towards that situation. So whether the situation is at work, whether it's at home, or whether it's somewhere outside, the way you look at the situation, if you're not feeling right, try to change the way you look at the situation. Try to understand the intention of the other person or the organization, and then look at the situation. You will have a complete different feeling about it, and a new approach towards that situation, towards that life. So that's the core of it, right? Now, again, I want to do one more activity with you all, right? Creating an ideal situation in your day-to-day life. So you are in, and also we will try to integrate that situation. And how about if we can install a habit for you? Like, it has been said to install a habit. If you want to wake up early, it takes 21 days, or you have to wake up 26 days straight in one go, and only then you are able to form a habit. And what if I tell you it doesn't take 21 days, or it doesn't take 60 days? It's how you practice and how you imagine that habit, because mind doesn't understand the difference between reality and between our imagination. So I'm going to take a bold step and trying to install a habit for y'all. Any habit that y'all want to integrate, you can use this technique and install that habit in your life, right? So if I tell you, through this technique, you can install any habit that you like in one day, or 1 hour, I would say, or maybe 30 minutes. It depends on in how detail you imagine that habit, how in detail you are able to connect with that, how important is that habit to you, how beneficial. If you know the benefits of that habit, you will be able to, like, install it, because brain wants to see the excitement, the benefits of that habit. If there are no benefits, no excitement, no feelings, it won't be able to install it. So make sure when we do this exercise, you are able to imagine the benefits of that habit, or benefits of, like, the emotions that you will feel by installing that habit in your life. So if you all can type it in the chat box, what is, out of two, what is the habit that you would like to install? Whether it's waking up early in the morning, or exercising regularly, or what are the two? Either of one thing we will try to install today. This is a bold step that I am taking. So in the chat box, if you all can type it in, what is it that you all want? Whether exercise regularly or waking
Nadeem,
up early.
Nadeem ji, from my end, exercise regularly. I always miss out that.
Okay. Okay, great. Great.
And other thing is, Sapna mentioned waking up early. So two
Okay.
things. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Others can type as well.
Yes. Please participate. I would urge to type it in. What is important for you all, whether it's waking up early or whether it's exercising regularly.
Yeah, I got
Waking
in personal
up
window
early.
as well, like, in a 50-50. If you are,
It's
it's for few,
50-50.
yeah, few people, it's very difficult to wake up early, and few, it is very difficult to think about exercises. So
Okay.
you chose the right two options.
Okay, perfect. So how about if we integrate both the things together, waking up early and exercising? How about it? Like,
Yeah, they are
we
integral
wake up.
part, as I can say.
Yes,
Both can go hand
yes,
in hand.
yes, definitely. So waking up early and exercising regularly after waking up, right? So everyone, I would request you all to close your eyes and sit straight, right? Now, imagine it's night time and you are about to sleep. And before going to sleep, you sleep with an intention of waking up early. You are excited about waking up early. You have planned your morning. You will wake up, get fresh, and exercise. You are all excited while going to sleep. Now, while you go to sleep, imagine in detail, look at it in detail, what you are wearing. What is the color of the bed sheet? What is the temperature of the room? How is the environment of the room? And you are in bed now, trying to sleep, excited about the morning. You have also kept the alarm for early morning, the time that you want to wake up. You have set that time that you want to wake up on. You are completely relaxed and you have the sense of assurity in yourself that you will definitely wake up. You can feel that sense of assurity that yes, tomorrow morning I am going to wake up. I'm so sure about it. And you go to sleep. And now it's the time in the morning and the alarm goes on. Listen to the tone of the alarm. It's your favorite alarm ringing. You are all excited. You open your eyes and you are excited because today is the day you have woken up and today is the day that you will be exercising. Now, you get out of the bed and you get fresh. What will be the clothes that you will be wearing? What will be the color of the clothes? Look at in detail what you will be wearing, how you will be exercising. You see yourself exercising. Imagine in detail what is uh, the temperature of the room, how is the brightness of the room, whether you are going out for exercising. Imagine every detail as possible. You are so happy that you have woken up in the morning, early in the morning, and now exercising. Now, imagine the benefits of the exercise. How would you feel? How are you feeling when you are exercising? What are the benefits of exercising? You are saying to yourself, it's a great experience, it's a great feeling of exercising. It will help me to stay fit. Waking up early will help me to take charge of my day. Now, once again, I want you to go back and rewind the whole scene and go back again in the night. Once again, imagine that it's the night time. You have set the alarm. You are in the bed. Keep your spine straight and sit straight and close your eyes. Imagine that scene again. You are going to bed again. It's the night time. It's sleeping time. Imagine what you are wearing. Visualize and see what's the temperature of the room. Feel the temperature of the room. Feel the texture of the bed sheet, the clothes that you are wearing. Feel the texture of the bed sheet and feel that excitement that you are going to wake up early next morning. Feel that excitement and imagine the benefits that it will give you to wake up early. You always wanted to wake up early, and now is the time that you will be able to. You have set the alarm, you are going to sleep with the assurity and with the feeling that I will wake up for sure. And you go to sleep. Once again, it's the time in the morning, and you wake up. The alarm rings, you wake up, you get out of the bed, you get fresh, and you start exercising. You're feeling great, you exercise, you see the benefits of exercising, you are feeling that fitness within you, you feel that change coming within you, you see the benefits within you of exercising, you feel great, you feel energetic. Feel that feeling inside you. Once again, go back, go in the night. Again, it's the night time. You're going to sleep. You're going to sleep with the feeling of assurity, with excitement, and also feel the feeling of assurity. You have set the alarm, all excited, all excited. You can feel the texture, you can feel the temperature of the room. It's perfect temperature, it's dark, and you are excited. You want to wake up in the morning, and you are going to wake up in the morning. And you know the benefits. Being excited and being assured, you go to sleep. Again, it's the time in the morning, the alarm rings, you wake up excited, you jump out of the bed, and it's the third day you have woken up again on time, early in the morning, and you are excited. You are getting fresh, you are exercising again. See the clothes that you are wearing, focus on the feelings that you have. Look at the benefits for the exercise. Look at the benefits, feel the benefits. How would you feel when you are more fit? What would be your breathing like while exercising? Once again, now we will do it very fast. We'll increase the pace. Once again, go back to the night. You're going to sleep, wearing your night dress in the bed sheet. Feel the texture, feel the excitement, feel the assurity. You have set the alarm. You are now in the bed sheet. The room is dark. The temperature is perfect. You are all excited for the morning, going to sleep again. Once again the alarm rings, you wake up out of the bed, you get up out of the bed and, like, get fresh and start exercising. You say to yourself, oh, it's so great, I'm exercising regularly now. It's so good to wake up early. Finally, I have installed that habit. The people around you say, oh, you wake up early, it's so great. I have always been thinking to wake up early, but you have finally done it. Once again, go back into the night. You're wearing the night dress, going to bed. Feel the texture of the bed sheets, the temperature of the room. You are excited. You have that feeling of a surety. You have kept the alarm, and again you go to sleep. Once again the alarm rings. Listen to the alarm. Listen to the tone. You are excited. You throw away the bed sheet. You jump out of the bed, and you start getting fresh and start exercising. Your mind is so excited, so energetic. It's a reward for your mind. It's so amazing. It's a great feeling to be exercising regularly. Imagine the whole scene in detail. What clothes you are wearing, how are you feeling? You are exercising, you are energetic, you are so excited. Once again, rewind the scene, go back in the night, go to sleep, go to bed, wearing a nice night dress. Feel the texture of the bed sheet, of the bed. Feel the temperature of the room. The alarm is set. You are going to sleep with excitement and with the assurity again, with the feeling, oh, it's a piece of cake now. I am definitely going to wake up early tomorrow again. No doubt about it. And again, the next morning, the alarm rings. You wake up in a snap and you get out of the bed, get fresh, and start exercising. Oh, it's so exciting. It's so energetic. It's a great feeling. Integrate that feeling, feel that feeling, and that excitement. Now slowly come into the present, get your breathing normal, and slowly open your eyes.
Yeah, amazing. I can feel, burning all calories. Seriously, it took me to that level. Oh my God. And predominantly, nothing I should say that I don't think in this hectic days we might have not closed eyes for this long, very
Yes,
peacefully, imaginary world. I think so.
yes,
August 1st,
yes.
Friendship Day has turned out to be very beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. So the key is the more in detail you visualize, the more you will be able to integrate that. The more you are aware about the benefits of it. Uh, Pravina, were you able to imagine the benefits, like, how excited you will be or how good you will feel? Were you able to imagine that?
Yeah, I was,
Great.
yeah. So I always, see, looks are one thing, and sometimes we feel dull, less energy sometimes. You
Yes,
know,
yes,
these all things like I could feel like the moment I did exercise, I could feel that I could burn so many calories. The first feeling, you know, so that
yes.
that the over when I was imagining itself, I could feel it and get excited, and probably very
Great,
really.
great, great. So now, after this imagination, how about, like, as I spoke about the identity, I spoke about the purpose, I spoke about emotional state and environment. Now, just right now, the exercise that we did, like, imagining of, like, the situation and waking up early and exercise. Now, how about I give you an identity through which it will help you even more to do that regularly? How about deep within ourselves, though not professionally, but personally, if we are able to relate to an identity of an athlete? So if anyone can tell me, if Pravina or Sapna ma'am, you can tell me, what does an athlete do? What is important for an athlete?
Time factor, seconds is counted, and the focus
Yes,
and the
abs-
attitude.
absolutely, absolutely. Pravina ma'am, any inputs from you?
Yeah, I go with her because definitely as an athlete, the focus would be, and definitely the win, we the success. So they
Yes.
imagine, the target. So
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. So target goals, and also, is it important for an athlete to stay fit, to be top of the game, right? He has to stay fit, he has to exercise, he has to wake up early, he has to be disciplined. So what if we create an identity today to be an athlete when it comes to fitness, when it comes, though not professionally, but to stay focused? So if we are fit, we will be able to stay focused, we will be able to have more clarity, we will be able to be in the moment. Everything that we learn from different books or different sessions, to be focused, to be in the moment, to have clarity, all of that is possible only if you are fit or in the good state of mind. So if you accept that identity in yourself, that you are an athlete from within, from the heart, you will be able to wake up early. It will be easier for you to wake up early because that's your identity. No matter if it's raining outside, whether you slept late in the night, no matter how difficult was the previous day, it's my identity. I am an athlete. I have to wake up early. I have to do that exercise. I have to burn that calories. That's the part and parcel of my identity. I have to be excellent. I have to be focused. I have to be determined. I have to, do what is supposed to be done as a sports person or as an athlete. The same way in different areas of your life. If it's your personal life, if you are a wife or a mother or a father or a son, accept that identity of that good person that you want to be, and integrate those qualities in yourself. You will automatically develop those skills, those abilities, when you identify with that character that you want to be. So environment will be the same. Change your attitude towards that environment, that emotional state. Create that emotional state by creating the identity, whether it's of an athlete, whether it's of a personal life identity, or whether it's at work. Identify, and then that identity will help you to determine your purpose. And once you start practicing all this, starting from looking at your environment that you are in, your present environment. In that present environment, what identity you are living. At home, you are living an identity of a person, of a brother, a sister, a daughter, a mother. You are living a different identity. When you are at work, you are a different environment. You are living a different identity. You have to adapt that, and you have to find your purpose according to that identity. Again, the purpose doesn't has to be great, but it will definitely lead you to a path of success and towards a path of clarity. The more clarity you will have, the more you will be able to create that future that you're looking for. So it's the core is you. You are the core of everything. What is under your control is your emotional state. And you can always, always, always influence your emotional state. It just requires a practice. And yeah,
That's
that's about it from my side. And any questions that you all have, you can go ahead with the questions.
Yeah, Nadeem, I would say is just wow. And the one single word I could say is breaking barriers is a word to talk about your journey. So the knowledge shared is just not learned from the universities. That's what I understood. It's your journey, how you could
Yes,
make the difference and how you want
yes,
us to make the difference.
Yes.
That's really amazing. The 4 pillars you spoke about definitely matters a lot: environment, emotional state, and identity and the purpose.
Yes.
It's beautifully mentioned, and probably Swapna has some questions. Uh, uh, we are unable to hear you, Swapna. You're not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So today it was a very, very powerful, impact, insightful session, I can say, which are the most important for a person, either it is professional or a personal thing. Yeah. And with the affirmations also, I think we do make a difference for this, Nadeemji. So this
Yes.
will help us a lot in all the ways, starting the day till the night. And I think even in our sleep also, our subconscious mind will be working on this.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's
It
a,
will. It will
yeah.
definitely influence your subconscious mind. What's going behind in your subconscious mind. So it's a, like, a very detailed topic again, subconscious mind. But yes, this is how you can influence your subconscious mind, basically, of what you say to yourself, how you behave, what actions you do. It will influence your subconscious mind a great time.
I think you have given a powerful package today as the whole thing, which is very, very, even for a normal person, you just gave that visualization power, how to take it so well and make it to sit in the subconscious mind and to work it so well as a daily activity, which will be easy for even a normal person to think as a successful person. So that's an important thing. I loved it, Natimji.
Thank
Honestly, I'm telling you, I really loved it. And when I was in the picture, I for a second, like I just got goosebumps. Wow, is it me in this position now? In this second, it was so happy moment. It was a
thank
proud moment, in fact.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
I'm
for
glad I was able to achieve that thing with your. Thank you.
And
yeah.
Nadeem, to me, when you want me to imagine, so I always would imagine, Modi ji, giving award to me, because I've been
Okay.
receiving many awards, but getting from him is, it's the wow thing, and I could really visualize. I'm sure 2022, or maybe I would be receiving, and I'll definitely, communicate with you. That really
Sure,
gives that
sure, sure.
energy.
Great, great, great.
And so, any other questions from the audience?
Yeah, questions are welcome. If you all have any questions, any situation that you all think that, that you want to share or want to ask questions about, I'll be happy to help.
Uh, Maybe probably personal chat. I'm getting, probably we'll connect you in the offline as well, Nadeem ji, because thinking with the
Definitely.
time constraint, probably we will take up the offline chat as well. We'll be sharing your contact details in our for the FB page. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Okay.
So before we go ahead and already Swapna, she'll introduce herself with how exactly her journey is, and let's know more from our founder, Swapna Shankar, more about Belur Products, which will be more exciting to know. Swapna, over to you.
Thank you, Pravina. Thank you for this. I was just waiting for this moment, as Nadim ji has also used our product, and it's an honor to listen from his words also. And before that, I just wanted to, give a few takeaways even to the people, society, like how they can get a very beneficial product, not only by enjoying just for the sake of smell or anything, but it can be used in all the ways around, and with also the health elements, which makes a difference for that. So one thing, the Shada Flora, which is our signature product, what is the USP? It does not pollute and contributes to the saving of the Mother Earth from pollution by using sustainable packaging and recycling the natural waste produced during the manufacturing processes. And why is it a marvel? The smoke emitted from our incense is pollutant free. And why do you say that it's a spectacle? It has ingredients that we use every day, such as Indian spices, dried rose petals, sandalwood powder, natural extracts, and so on. And why is it a wonder in the first place? In what our customers ask, the fragrance used in our varieties are matched to combine the likes of everyone, which makes us distinct due to natural ingredients used in the products. So these are the things, main core of the company, and our core values are honesty, integrity, empathy, character, and compassion. And we follow the system of Vasudeva Kutumbam in our company. This is about it, Pravina. Thank you for me. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Over to you, dear.
Yeah, thank you so much. And it's amazing. Like, I could resonate in one way. When Nadeemji was talking about, imaginary world, probably, online, in line with, if we can have incense stick also, if the fragrance just goes on, it will be even more amazing. What do you say, Nadeemji?
Absolutely agree to it. Absolutely agree to it. Uh, One of the things, if I can, I would just like to share something about the fragrance. One of a brain is like a hard drive. Whatever data goes in. So as I was talking about, whatever is in our control, whatever data that we can take in to our brain, the data that goes into our brain is through five senses: through our eyes, through our nose, through our ears, and through the touch and the feelings. So the incense sticks are one of the ways that we can influence our environment, the fragrance that we take in. So the memories that we create while we take that fragrance or while we are in that environment, it's just beautiful. If you would have experienced, sometimes you get a fragrance and you are reminded of a beautiful time in the past. So when you are in a beautiful time, or you want to create a beautiful environment, this is one of the factors that plays a very, very important role. And I personally used the product, and Sapnaji, I'm genuinely telling this, I loved it. I seriously loved it. It was able to actually connect me to a memory in the past, and I was searching for a good fragrance. And even now I can show you the closet. I have been trying different kinds of incense sticks and dupe and all those things, and I just loved this product, and it helps create a great environment. So I would personally recommend, not just because you all are sponsoring, but from my heart I would suggest anyone who is looking for a good incense stick and a good fragrance, this is one of the best I have come across.
Thank you, Nadeem ji, for this. I just wanted to ask you a question. What is
Yes.
the moment where you enjoyed when you were in the fragrance?
uh the moment, I'm so sorry, I didn't get the question.
Like what is the moment, or what kind of feeling were you experiencing when you had that fragrance in your house?
The feeling that I was experiencing, I was literally, I was calm, I was at peace. And even now when I want to focus, it helps me to focus as well.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing an important work, I make sure that I lit that incense stick, and then I sit to work. Like if it's an important task I want to do and I want to stay focused, it helps me to stay focused and calm, and not worry about whether it will be done or not. I am able to focus with that. So it helps me to create that environment that I want.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So that is a magical moment of what you
Yes,
experienced
yes,
from
yes,
Sharadha Flora.
absolutely.
So that is what the difference makes, and this is what I really wanted to shout off and say to people. This is the best moment ever. What you will experience and enjoy, and have the health benefits also. Thank you, Nadeem ji. Well said, and
Well,
you just said it in
thank
the right way. Thank you
thank
so
you,
much.
And
thank you.
Swapna, I would say, how we mentioned is, I could feel it's rhythmic, it's the, when he sits on a work, this light sound music, how it plays around, the similarly, that creates that environment. So,
Environment,
so
yes.
yeah, that's really beautifully mentioned, Narinji. And I personally, I never thought, NLP, all these things. I really never attended anything. It's the first time I've attended yours. I'm really experiencing it the way you mentioned, the way you take us. So it's really a magic. And thank you so much. And now I will
Thank you.
call
Thank
upon
you.
Shifa to give vote of thanks.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so firstly, thank you so much. Biggest thank you to Mr. Nadeem for giving such an insightful session. Definitely, we are taking away so much with us, considering the current situation, anxiety, stress. But whatever you came up with NLP, with NLP techniques and everything. So it was amazing. So thank you so much for that. Also, I would like to thank Mrs. Sapna and the entire Belur team for organizing this session. And we are looking forward to many more sessions, and thank you so much to the audience as well for being a part of it. So we will definitely see you next month with exciting content, and please follow us on Instagram page and on Facebook page. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Ravina
everyone.
Tota signing off, and next month again with next another magical moment. Let's all meet. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank
And
Thank you
you.
happy
so much.
Friendship Day to
Happy
everyone.
Friendships Day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Happy.
Yeah, happy Friendship Day to all of you, and let us continue this platform offline also. Let us enjoy ourselves. Thank you. Bye bye to
Thank
all
you.
of
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank
Bye bye.